receber e apresentar os atletas da equipe da Tailândia. Número 5, Nipou. Número 6, Sub-23. Número 7, Bantak. Número 9, Konaka. Número 11, Murata. Número 12, Chatudap. Número 13, Puntatoni. Número 14, Amotep. Número 15, Komek. Vamos agora para a apresentação da equipe do Canadá. Número 4, Tai. Número 5, Gato. Número 6, Jack. Número 7, Waden. Número 8, Waden. Número 9, Wilton. Número 10, Nassim. Número 11, Brandon. Número 12, Cameron. Número 13, Tivan. Número 14, Simon. Número 15, treinadora Davi. Vamos agora para a apresentação da equipe de arbitragem. Dimitri, Christian, Juan e o comendador Ricardo. Neste momento pedimos que todos e todas se coloquem em posição de respeito para a execução do hino nacional da Tailândia. Pedimos que todos e todas se coloquem em posição de respeito para a execução do hino nacional do Canadá.
Hello everyone, welcome to Sao Paulo, Brazil for the IWBF Under-23 World Championships here at the Paralimpico Sports Complex. And the group phase is complete, and now we start the day with the crossover 9 to 12 positions to be decided in this World Championships. And our first game on court number 1 sees Canada taking on Thailand. Canada 1-4 in Group A, facing Thailand, who are 0-5 in Group B. Warm welcome to everyone joining us on the IWBF YouTube channel. Great to have you all on board for what should be a cracking day of wheelchair basketball action as the quarterfinals take place today, as well as the crossovers. Checking out Canada, Thailand here on court 2, and tipping off at 11 a.m. we'll see Italy take on Australia in the first quarterfinal, followed by Germany versus Japan at 3. We'll have another crossover encounter between South Africa and Israel on court number 2. And then at 5:15, Great Britain will take on the host nation, Brazil. And the quarterfinals will wrap up on court number 2 at 5:45, 5:45 local time, as Turkey take on the United States of America. Starting fives for the two teams, starting with Canada, Ty Milton, Bernard Rosello, Nassif Chowdhury, Brandon Louis, and Ibrahim Odza. For Thailand, Superwit Weerbring will start alongside Bumthihak Sisuwan, Varachok Chiero, Chachafong Fufan, and Amontep Kongpakhao. And here we go, Canada with the first possession of the contest. Here is Odza, Brandon Louis. Louis at the elbow, and that grazes the rim, and it's collected by Kongpakhao. And Thailand looking to break in transition, but that's asking too much of Varachok Chiero. And Canada will get the ball. Our 3 officials today: Demetrius Zales from Greece, Juan Hernandez from Mexico, and Christian Colombati from Argentina assigned this contest. Brandon Louis, here is Odza at the foul line in acres of space, doesn't get the shot to fall, and away come Thailand in transition, but Sisuwan missed the handle, lost the ball, and Louis picks it up. Here is Brandon Louis for Canada. Chowdhury looks to drive to the basket. Odza sets himself and knocks down the 2, and the first score of the game for Canada. Ibrahim Odza, just 15 years of age, averaging over 16 points a game in these Under-23 World Championships, alongside 6 assists a game. And Thailand have got to get the ball over the timeline. That'll be an 8-second violation on Thailand. Thailand's offense really just flows through Amontep Kongpakhao, who averages 16 points a game. Varachok Chiero, the man who pulls the strings for this Thailand team at the point guard position, averages 5 points a contest. Odza, and Odza was looking for back-to-back scores, but that shot missed the mark. Kongpakhao on the ball. Fufan. And Milton tracks back. Fufan with the ball still. Kongpakhao over Chowdhury, and Kongpakhao rattles one in. Brandon Louis on the ball. Odza looking Well, he's going to go to the basket instead and gets it to go. Found a slither of room inside, did Ibrahim Odza, and he has 4 points. And Fufan did well to keep that over the half for Thailand. And at the other end, Kongpakhao with the score. Second field goal for Amontep Kongpakhao. So it's Kongpakhao 4, Odza 4 right now. Chowdhury, beautiful pass inside, and Odza the finish. How about Ibrahim Odza in the early going? 6 points for him. Great find from Nassif Chowdhury, who's an incredible playmaker for this Canadian team. Fufan on the ball, marked by Ty Milton. Fufan still has it. Fufan looking for Falatak Chiero, and the ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Thailand. 7 on the shot clock for the Asian side. As Jeff Award and Broden Nagel, who usually start for Canada, will come in. The first time in these championships, starting on the bench today. Bernard Rosello comes out, as does Ty Milton. Kongpakhao the mid-range, that misses everything, and Ibrahim Odza will let that roll out of bounds. So far, Ibrahim Odza with 6, Kongpakhao with 4. As the two leading scorers getting off the mark here for their respective nations. As we come up with 4 minutes to play in the first period, here is Odza. Odza feeling it from the baseline, puts in another one. 8 points for Ibrahim Odza, the 15-year-old. And Canada up 8-4 here in this 9-12 crossover encounter. And Thailand with the turnover as Valachok Chiero went out of bounds, so Canada will get the ball. Here is Louis. Louis to Odza. Odza with the layup, and he gets it to go. Beautiful trailer there from Ibrahim Odza, cutting to the basket, getting it to go. And Canada accelerating to a 10-4 lead. Timeout called by Thailand. 5:51 remaining in the first period. And we extend a warm welcome to everyone tuning in on the IWBF YouTube channel. Group phase is now over and the serious business is underway here today as the quarterfinals of the Under-23 World Championships begin here on the South American continent. Of course, you're checking out Canada, Thailand here on court number 1. Over on court number 2, the first quarterfinal tipping off at 11 a.m. local time as Italy take on Australia. At 3 o'clock, we will see Germany take on Japan on this very court, court number 1. At 3:30 will be South Africa against Israel in the second of our crossover games for 9-12 positions. And then the final 2 quarterfinals taking place at 4:45 and 5:45 respectively as Great Britain take on the hosts Brazil on court number 1, and over on court 2 Turkey will take on the United States of America. All those times are Brazilian local times, so check your listings and local times wherever you are across the world to catch all the action here at the 8th annual Under-23 World Championships. And so far Canada storming out to a 10-4 lead as Ibrahim Odza has all 10 points. That man on the ball for Thailand, Kongpakhao, has all 4 for Thailand. Here is Valachok Chiero looking to pull the strings here for Thailand. He'll go for the long 2. That was over Brandon Louis. Did well to get the shot off, but Canada come away with it. Odza. Odds are inside. That's a tough take from Nagel. Misses everything. Shot clock now in single figures for the Canadians. Louis, he can shoot them from there, but grazes the rim with the three. Odds are with the loose change. And Nassif Chowdhury gets it to go for his first field goal. Great pass from Ibrahim Odza to see Chowdhury in space. Well, Ibrahim Odza having a great ball game right now. 10 points and 1 assist to his name, and a steal as well. Teenager getting it done here, and beautiful passing from Canada, and the finish from Broden Nagel. The London, Ontario man with his first field goal. And another steal for Canada. Ibrahim Odza the beneficiary this time. And Canada starting to accelerate away from their Asian counterparts. Kong Pak-hao with the ball. Valachuk Chiero going for the layup, doesn't get it to fall. Good defense there from Jeff Ward, closing him down. Brandon Louis on the ball. Canada have the numbers, and Odza again. Ibrahim Odza with 14 points on 7 of 9 shooting. Canada shooting 60% from the floor right now. Thailand have only taken 5 field goal attempts in this contest. Of course, Thailand 0-5 in Group B, losing out to South Africa yesterday by 10. South Africa securing their first win since 2013 in these World Championships. As the ball rolls out of bounds, South Africa, of course, will take on Israel in the 9-12, other 9-12 crossover game a bit later on over on court number 2. As these 4 teams just mentioned playing for pride now and looking to finish as high as they can in the final standings. Here is Chowdhury to Odza. Odza at the wing, putting the moves on Weabring. Here is Chowdhury, 6 to shoot. Nagel from 6 feet, doesn't get it to fall. And Kong Pak-hao with the rebound. And Kong Pak-hao's pass finds Fufan. And Thailand looking to push, but needed to get it over the timeline first, and another 8-second call. That's the second 8-second call that's gone against Thailand in this first period, and that's their 7th turnover. Louis at the top. 9 to shoot, and Broden Nagel was going for the shot, but a foul was called before he got the ball. And a foul called on Amontep Kong Pak-hao, and that'll be his first foul of the day. Coach Nadell there, the Canadian coach. Grateful for the experience these guys are having here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. They have fought really hard, Canada, throughout the group phase, finished 1-4, the 1 win coming over Israel. Of course, involved in that thriller on opening night against the host nation, where Brazil won by 10. Canada, though, so close to getting the victory on opening night, and the pass from Kong Pak-hao can't find Fufan. And with 2:38 remaining, Canada up by 14. Here is Louis. Swings it wide. Odza. Odza has all the time in the world. Almost has time to dust the ball down, put it up and put it in. 20-4 now in favor of Canada. As we see there a Thailand player on the floor. Supawit Weabring, very intelligent playmaker for the Thailand team. Really yet to see what he's truly made of in these World Championships. A really talented player, especially if you were watching the Asia Oceania Championships. Here is Kongpak Hao. And Verachuk Chiero in space. Too strong, though, with the layup. Here is Odza. Another Thailand player is on the floor. I think that's Sisuwan. And Canada get the score. As Bumthihak Sisuwan again on the floor. One of only 2 Thailand players to start all 7 games at last year's Asia Oceania Championships was Bithuhak Sisuwan as he gets back up. Final 2 minutes of the first period. And after a good start from both sides, Canada have accelerated away. Here come Thailand. Kongpak Hao. Kongpak Hao at the baseline over Odza, too strong. And the ball goes out of bounds. 1:34 remaining. Louis surveying the floor, lobs it wide, and it was going to be welcomed by Odza, but it's batted out of bounds by Kongpak Hao with 1:22 remaining in the first period. Odza lobs it. Here's Chowdhury to Louis to Odza. The shot clock at 3. Odza can't get the shot to go. Kongpak Hao now bringing it up, full burst of speed for the number 14 for Thailand. Beautiful pass to Chiero, and he puts it in, and that ends an 18-0 run from Canada with that score from Chiero. Odza. Odza fading away. Broden Nagel off the window. Can't get that to fall either. Final 40 seconds of the first, and Broden Nagel a little too aggressive on the Verachuk Chiero. First foul of the day on Broden Nagel. 35 seconds to go in the first. Chiero on the ball. Chiero being hounded by Odza. 8 to shoot for Thailand, and that will go right out of bounds, and Canada will get what could be the final shot of the first quarter as the shot clock is turned off. Canada no doubt will look to eat away as much of the first quarter game clock as possible. Here is Chowdhury, Odza, Louis. Simple passing from the Canadians. Final seconds of the first. Odza strings a 2. And a 20-2 finish to the first period from Canada has seen them accelerate away from Thailand. They lead 24-6 after 1. A fantastic first period for Canada, and especially for Ibrahim Odza, who has 18 of Canada's 24, shooting 9 of 12 from the floor. And a lot for Thailand right there to do, with just 6 points on the board. Amontep Kongpak Hao right there in your picture, the number 14, with 4 of the 6 points. Verachuk Chiero, the number 11, with 2. Both those players have shot 4 field goal attempts each. And they have shot all of Thailand's field goal attempts at the end of the first, as you see the wonderful backdrop there at the Paralímpico Sports Complex here in picturesque Sao Paulo, Brazil. As we are at knockout phase day, the business end of these under-23 World Championships commences today, as these two teams alongside South Africa and Israel will be battling for their final positions, looking to finish as high as they can in the final standings. Of course, we have our quarterfinals today as well. And for all information, please follow the IWBF on all social media platforms. Of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe wherever you are across the world, whether you're in Thailand, whether you're over in Canada, or anywhere else. All the action live and exclusive here on the IWBF YouTube channel. And to get your comments in, you need to hit that subscribe button. Like as many videos as you can on the feed. Some great action here in South America. Second time that Brazil are hosting this event. Canada won the Under-23 World Championships when this tournament was last hosted in the country of Brazil back in 2001. And as we start the second period, Kong Pak-hao on the ball. And Kong Pak-hao, no hesitation, banks in a 2. Odza just gliding his way to the hoop. Kong Pak-hao on the ball. Chiero now finding a bit of room inside. That's a tough finish from Falachuk Chiero. He averaged 6.7 boards and 4 assists in the Asia-Oceania Championships last year. A really tenacious competitor. Here is Jelowicz into the game for the first time. Louis back to Cameron Jelowicz. Odza, Rosello, everyone getting a touch, but Rosello's final finish letting him down. Gets his own rebound, gets another bite of the cherry, and can't get it to fall. Another strong-willed player there, Bernard Rosello, man from Winnipeg, Manitoba. And a steal as Fufan's pass goes directly to Nagel, and a foul is called at mid-court. A lot of love for Ibrahim Odza on the IWBF YouTube comments. Certainly one of the most entertaining players we've seen in this competition. Really good shooter, and at only 15 years of age as well. The future is bright for that young man. Leading the way for Canada in points in these World Championships. There's another turnover for Thailand, and away comes Brandon Louis. Louis now to slash the hoop. Here comes Odza. Odza just absolutely feeling it right now, but can't get that one to fall. Bit of a heat check for him as Chiero has the ball. As 2 minutes and a bit of change have been played in the second period. Here is Falachuk Chiero gliding to the basket and gets it to go. Saw a slither of room and made no mistake inside. Chiero has 6 now. Chiero and Kong Pak-hao both have 6 for Thailand. They have 12. They trail by 14. There is Jelowicz, doesn't get the friendly drop. And it's taken by Falachuk Chiero for his second board of the game. Odza with the defense, helped by Nagel. The ball will go the way of Canada. It's another turnover for Thailand. That's unlucky number 13 on the turnover front for the Asian side. Odza to Jelowicz. Nagel. Odza. And Nagel from 7 feet doesn't get it to fall. Here is Fufan. Chiero. Kongpakao. And the pass intended for Chachafong Fufan goes right out of bounds. So far, so good, though, for Canada. 26-12 to the good, 45% from the floor. Ibrahim Odza on the ball right now has taken half of their field goal attempts, and it's worked wonders for them so far. Here is Louis in all kinds of room. Odza gets it back. Louis again in rhythm. Moves it to Jelowicz. Good passing from Canada, and that shot is long from Cameron Jelowicz. Jelowicz, who was actually part of the Canadian senior training camp for last year's repechage, so got great experience to play alongside the Canadian greats on the senior team, as that's missed by Kongpakao. Of course, Canada qualifying for Paris 2024 through the repechage with Pat Anderson, Vincent Dallaire in company, as Odza misses the 2 inside. Farachuk Chiero putting the moves on Rosello. 4 minutes played in the second. Fufan will put up the midi and miss that. Nagel with the rebound. Nagel now looking to push. Finds Rosello. Louis on the ball. Louis has all the time in the world to put up that shot and makes it count. Just glided to the basket and put in the running shot. Halfway point now of the second period. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a Canada ball. There's group substitutions coming in for Canada. Ty Milton, Nassif Chowdhury, Jeff Award, and for the first time in this game, Simon Mazzy-Keep will come in. Jelowicz, Rosario, Nagel coming out. Louis. Chowdhury gliding his way to the basket and puts it in. Beautiful curl to the basket from Nassif Chowdhury, and Canada lead by 18. And another turnover now for Thailand, as Farachuk Chiero hit the deck and Thailand didn't have anyone forward. Great to see what I'm assuming is the family of Simon Mazzy-Keep on the IWBF YouTube channel. Your boy is in the game right now, doing Canada proud. Here is Louis at the elbow. Here is Mazzy-Keep, and there's his first field goal. Simon Mazzy-Keep, who recently won the Junior East Championships with Ontario Black, alongside Ty Milton, in fact. Was in the tournament's all-star team. 25 of their 36 points in the final as well, so a good scorer as Canada come up with it again. Louis nearly ran out of room and gives it right to Kongpakao. And here is Fufan. Farachuk Chiero now gliding to the basket, stops, passes it to Kongpakao, and can't get it to go from 6 feet. The rebound by Sisuwan, and a foul called, in fact a 3-second violation has been called on Bonthiak Sisuwan. Canada up 20. Biggest lead of the contest for the Canadians, and Chowdhury adds to the number. muscling his way inside. Nassif Chowdhury, he's 3 of 3 from the field. He has 6 to go with his 3 assists. 7 minutes played here in the half. As Chiero just about collects that. He has Weabring for company, decides not to use him. Kompakau looking to get to his spot, can't hang on to the ball, and Weabring can't help him out either. And Canada will get the ball. Canada shooting around 50% from the field thus far here in this first half. No thrills, just getting the job done, putting the ball in the hoop as they want to finish as high as they can in these World Championships. And Mazi Keep can't reach the pass from Chowdhury, and he'll go out of bounds, and Thailand will get a reprieve. That was only Canada's second turnover in this contest as well. As Valachok Chiero will go to the line for 2. He was hoping that would drop in. That had a lot of spin on it. A lot of English, but he will head to the line for 2 shots. As over on court number 2, our first quarter-final will take place in around half an hour's time. Italy against Australia, as the first semi-finalist will be decided momentarily over on court number 2. Here is Nassif Chowdhury. Nassif Chowdhury now slashing his way to the basket, and he will go to the line for 2 himself. As Dylan Cannon comes in for the first time, and Brandon Louis heads to the bench. 21-year-old Dylan Cannon. Mainly came off the bench as well during the Americas Championship in April, where Canada, of course, finished in second behind the USA, losing out in the final, as Chowdhury misses the second. 2 minutes to play in the half here in our crossover 9-12 contest, our first of 2 of these games today. Kompakau has the ball, trying to go for the shot, and it's too strong, and it's rebounded by Simon Mazi Keep. And here is Mazi Keep now, looking to dictate the pace. Great pass inside, and Chowdhury can't finish it. He gets the rebound as Mazi Keep puts it in, and a foul. Simon Mazi Keep with his second field goal, muscling his way under the hoop. As you see the replay, getting the rebound over 3 Thailand players. Fufan, Kompakau, and Chiero no match for Simon Mazi Keep. And he strings the free throw, and Canada out to a 38-12 advantage. Chiero, Kompakau. Now on the other side, a Montep Kompakau, but has 11 to shoot. Still trying to go for the shot and puts it in over Jeff Award. .108 remaining in the half. Mazi Keep. Mazi Keep showing a great deal of confidence off the bench, lobs it wide, welcomed by Chowdhury. The catch and shoot off the window, no good. Chiero. 45 seconds to go in the half. Kompakau has it. 9 to shoot for Thailand. Fufan. And that grazes the rim, goes out of bounds. Right into our Argentinian referee, Christian Colombati's hands. Ty Milton on the ball. Ty Milton finding his Ontario black teammate, Mazzy Keep, and he puts it in. The two Ontario black players combining. Final seconds of the half. Canada 40-14 to the good. Here it is Compacao, and he won't get a shot off to end the half, and that will do it for the first 2 quarters of play. We're at half-time here in our first crossover game, 9-12, and Canada comfortable at 40-14 over Thailand. A 24-6 first, 16-8 second, as Ibrahim Odza with 20 points, 10 of 15 shooting, chucking 5 rebounds for good measure, doing the business right now for the Canadians. Here are the highlights from the first half, especially from Ibrahim Odza right there. It's been the Odza show as the 15-year-old putting on a masterclass against Thailand. And Montep Kompakau leading the way with 8, but it's half-time, and we'll be back in around 12 minutes' time. Enjoy the best moments from the first half. Welcome back to the Paralympico Sports Hall here in Sao Paulo, Brazil, as the crossover 9 of 12 games begin here on court number 1. Canada leading Thailand right now, 40-14, excuse me, as we get set to start the third period. Hello everyone, John Hobbs on hand, bringing you the third and fourth quarter here at these crossover games. Coming up later on over on court 2 will be the other crossover game between South Africa and Israel. Italy, Australia. The first quarterfinal will be tipping off over on court number 2 in around 10 minutes time. Here is Jelowicz to start the third. Here is Odza. Chowdhury. Odza in rhythm and in space. Puts up a mid-range shot that grazes the rim. And Chiero comes up with the rebound. Here is Valachok Chiero. Kompakau was gliding to the basket. Keaton McCachran into the game for the first time. Closes him down. And Kompakau over Odza. There's one of the Thailand players just on the floor momentarily being helped back up. That is Supawit Weabring. Matthew Wilton also starting the third period for Canada, the number 9. Here is Chowdhury. Odza looking to shoot it over Kompakau, but good defense from Kompakau. Here is Jelowicz the other way, in and out, and it's rebounded by Chiero. Valachok Chiero now on the ball, looking to glide his way to the basket. And Montep Kompakau will pick it up and bank it home. 2 quick field goals for Thailand. And Kompakau now has 12. Odza. Jelowicz. Back to Odza. And the whistle has gone. Now 3 officials assigned this contest. Demetrios Zales of Greece, Juan Hernandez of Mexico, and Christian Colombati of Argentina. Chowdhury, a lot of time on the shot clock. Nassif Chowdhury misses the 2. Rebounded by Kompakau. Kompakau now with 8 boards. To go with his 12 points, flirting with a double-double. Here is Kompakau, averages 16 points, 12 boards a game for Thailand in these World Championships. Shot clock is at 3. Kompakau has to put up something, does. Good defense from Odza. Here comes Canada on the attack. Jelowicz to Odza, all kinds of space, blows the layup though. Ball is loose and collected by Jelowicz. Chowdhury now, he'll glide to the basket. 42-18. Valachuk Chiero. Chiero still with the ball. Finds Sisuwan. Excuse me, that's not Sisuwan, that's Kampumpak into the game for Thailand to start the third period. In my defense, Sisuwan was close by. Either way, Canada get the ball. Here is Brandon Louis. Louis looking for options. Louis still has the ball, and Louis almost had the entire shot clock to think about a shot there. And the whistle has gone. And I think there'll be a substitution as during that play, Sub-23 brings a wheel on the right-hand side deflated. And they'll alternate they'll change the wheel as Nippon Bumthawat comes into the game for the first time for Thailand. Not been much of a rotation on the bench for Thailand in this contest. The entire starting five, in fact, as the score there from Nassif Chowdhury, the entire starting five until that point there had played the entire contest, whereas Canada have rotated frequently. Valachuk Chiero on the ball. Kongpakhao receives it. Kongpakhao, lovely, well, it was a good pass. Intended for Chiero, but Odza, anticipating where the pass was going, took it away from him. And here is Odza at the other end. Odza can't get the shot to go. He went past Kampumpak. And Chiero trying to get it over the timeline and just about does. Norkantat Kampumpak with the ball, but Canada get it back. Here it is Wilton. Wilton, good defense from Kongpakhao. And the ball will go out of bounds, and Canada will get it. A lot of time on the shot clock. National anthems playing over on court number 2. There's our first quarterfinal due to get underway in just a moment between Italy and Australia. Here is Canada on the attack. Jelowicz, the 2, puts it in. Clean as you like from Cameron Jelowicz. Who has senior team experience, as said earlier, was part of the training camp for the Repshars, did play in a friendly game before their trip to Paris, or their trip to Antibes, excuse me, against Italy. There's a 3-second violation called on Montep Kongpakhao. And Supawit Weabring will now check back into the game for Thailand. And Nippon Bumthawat will head to the bench. And now Thailand's starting 5 back onto the floor. Jelowicz lobs it wide to Chowdhury. Odza, just easy, simple passing from Canada, and off the window and down from Nassif Chowdhury. That's Chowdhury's 6th field goal in this game, 6 of 9 from the floor. He has 13, and Canada up by 30 right now, with 4:35 remaining in the third. And again, the ball is loose. Who's got it? Canada have it. Canada now with their 10th steal of this game with that play. Here is Odza slashing his way to the basket. (50-18) in favor of the Canadians. Chiero on the ball. Kong Pak Hao has it. Kong Pak Hao, here is Chiero, sets himself, doesn't get it to fall. Valachuk Chiero now 3 of 7 from the floor. Shot the ball quite well here today. Jelowicz with it. Chowdhury. Jelowicz, lovely extra pass, Odza. Jelowicz kept on going. Good play there, good defense from Kampupak. And away come Thailand. Well, they're trying to get away. Great recovery there from Chowdhury, who gets the ball back, but it's forced wide and will go out of bounds. Canada nearly getting their 11th steal of the game. As Thailand get it with 3:16 remaining, another substitution as Fufan comes in. Here is Kong Pak Hao. Kong Pak Hao can't get the shot to fall. Odza with the rebound. Ibrahim Odza's 6th rebound to go with 22 points in this contest. Ty Milton did well to collect. Chowdhury can't hang on to the ball, and Kong Pak Hao has the steal, and away come Thailand. They have numbers here. It's 3-on-1. Valachuk Chiero decides to go it alone and is rammed, and he'll go to the line. And he really put some force in that shot as well. Not sure the ball would have even gone in with that amount of force. That's a first foul of the game on Chowdhury. And Thailand at the foul line, and the free throw off from Valachuk Chiero. 0 of 3 now from the stripe in this contest. And Chiero misses them both, and the ball is battered around. It's collected by Milton. Here is Jelowicz. Chowdhury. Jelowicz. And Jelowicz puts it in. Cameron Jelowicz now with just his 2nd field goal in the game. And Thailand down 52-18, and an offensive foul has been called. And the foul has been called on Chachufang Fufan. 2:14 remaining, and Superwit Weabring is on the floor, just being helped up. Well, Thailand trainer there rushing off the court. Here is Odza. Odza a 2, that's good. Chiero. Kong Pak Hao. 1:43 remaining in the 3rd. Chiero's pass was nearly intercepted by Chowdhury. Here is Kong Pak Hao. Kong Pak Hao for the baseline. Doesn't get it to fall. That's his favorite shot. Loves to shoot from the baseline. Cameron Jelowicz on the ball. Final 90 seconds have passed here in the 3rd period. Odza, under a great degree of difficulty, puts it in. Great patience under the hoop from Ibrahim Odza, 24 for him. And Canada lead 56-18 with a minute to play in the 3rd. Chiero and Sisuwan now on the floor. Thailand trainer getting his steps in this morning here in Sao Paulo. Chiero on the ball for Thailand. Final 45 seconds of the third. Risky pass from Chiero looking for Kompakau, who was being marked by no less than 3 Canadian defenders when there were other players open. Here is Odza. Odza gliding to the basket. Great pass to Chowdhury. Beautiful basketball from Canada. And Nassif Chowdhury, the beneficiary, gets the finish. He moves on to 15. Chowdhury and Odza dominating this contest in the crossover 9 of 12 games. Here is Falachuk Chiero. Chiero looking for Kompakau, who's cutting to the basket, finds him, shoots the ball over Odza and gets the friendly touch. Final seconds of the third, that'll do it. Canada still have a big lead, 58-20 over Thailand. But it was a competitive third period. Canada took it 18-4. Ibrahim Odza with 26 points on 65% shooting for the Canadians. Amontep Kompakau there, the number 14, right in the center of your picture, has 12 points and has 10 rebounds. And you could say as well, Amontep Kompakau has the unfortunate double-double, the unfortunate triple-double, excuse me. He has 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 turnovers. Not sure we'll count that, though. He has taken 14 of Thailand's 24 field goal attempts in this contest as Amontep Kompakau. As Canada come out onto the floor, 58-20 to the good. Their supporters in great voice here in Sao Paulo. And hope the Canada fans watching on the IWBF YouTube channel are enjoying themselves here. Canada doing their nation proud. Of course, not qualified for the quarterfinals. Disappointment in that sense, but they'll be richer for the experience, and no doubt we'll be seeing these fine young men in the senior ranks soon, trying to emulate the greats of Canada wheelchair basketball, of course, led by the iconic Pat Anderson. As we get set to start the fourth and final quarter in our first crossover game here, 9-12. Of course, later on, over on court number 2, the other crossover game pits South Africa and Israel. South Africa, the overall fan favourites here in Sao Paulo, especially amongst the locals. As the shot there from Kampelpak misses the mark. Nagel was looking for the pass. And now Louis defending Kampelpak. Again, they're looking for Kompakau. Now they find him. Kompakau looking for the shot, a high degree of difficulty, and a shot clock violation. There are players for the Thailand team that can shoot the ball. They were wide open, but Thailand again using Kompakau. Canada players on the bench in great voice. Simon Mazzy-Keep along the baseline. Kicks it out. Louis to Chowdhury. Chowdhury, the lefty. And now it's a 40-point lead for Canada, their joint biggest lead of the game. They already had a 40-point lead earlier on in the third period. Now they have one in the early stages of the fourth. Kompakau has the ball. Kompakau, no hesitation, back irons the mid-range. Nassif Chowdhury gets the ball. Nassif Chowdhury with his first rebound, believe it or not, of this contest. Has 5 assists to go with his 15 points, shooting 70% from the floor. And a foul called on Montep Kompakau. And that'll be only his first foul of this game. Thailand doing very well to keep their foul count down. No one really in any foul trouble in this contest. Here is Brandon Louis. First team foul for Thailand in the 4th. Nagel loses the ball. It's loose. It's retrieved by Chowdhury. Shot clock at 1. Chowdhury grazes the rim with his 3. And Kompakau gets the ball. Kompakau now with his 11th rebound, has his double-double. Kompakau still has the ball. And can't get it to fall. Montep Kompakau with 4 double-doubles now in these under-23 World Championships, averaging a double-double here in Brazil. Here is Chowdhury. Cannon. Louis can't hang on to the pass, now gets it back. The running floater is money for Brandon Louis. The Don Mills man. Of course, Don Mills, a neighborhood in Toronto, Canada, where Louis resides. Here is Chiero. Chiero sees his name in lights, but smacks the rim with his shot. Here is Chowdhury. Three minutes, a little over 3 minutes played in the 4th. Mazzy Keep, beautiful pass to Nagel. Nagel did well to get the shot off. He was off balance. And an 8-second violation called against Thailand, their 4th 8-second violation of the contest. And Canada will get the ball in their biggest lead of the game. 6:24 remaining in this game. Chowdhury. Louis has the ball. Here is Chowdhury again. Goes to the elbow. Decides to pop out. Louis, 2 to shoot. Canada got to shoot it here, and Mazzy Keep. And a whistle has gone. And Thailand will get the ball. Quarterfinals day here at the Under-23 World Championship. Italy, Australia happening on court number 2 right now. This is the first crossover game for 9 to 12. Here on court number 1, Germany, Japan tipping off at 3 p.m. Great Britain, Brazil at 5:15, and at 5:45, Turkey and the United States. All games local time, as Nagel misses the 2. The other crossover game happening at 3:30 local time between South Africa and Israel. All those games today, all live on the IWBF YouTube channel. And for GB Brazil, that game will also be shown not just on the IWBF YouTube channel, but also on the CBBC Brazil YouTube feed as well. As a timeout has been called on the floor, 5:32 remaining, and Canada 62-20 to the good, and looking to finish as high as they possibly can now here in these Under-23 World Championships. There you see them there in good position to finish at least above 11 and 12th. Looking to finish either in 10th or in 9th. They'd rather finish in 9th place, obviously being edged out in the quarterfinal rounds by the host nation Brazil, who will take on Great Britain, as I said, later on today on this very court. That should be a rowdy game with the numerous Great Britain fans here in Sao Paulo, Brazil, as well as the hometown Brazilian fans. Should be a party atmosphere to conclude court number 1 proceedings. Montep Compacao has a double-double with 14 points, 11 rebounds. If you really want to be PC about it, does have a triple-double, but he has 11 turnovers. To lead the way for Thailand, Ibrahim Odza has 26 for Canada right now. And Ibrahim Odza currently on the bench. Canada have done a good job rotating their squad here in these classification games, as they will face either Israel or South Africa next. Jelowicz thought about the 3, kicks it out to Ward, who will let fly. And the ball is loose, and it's collected by Montep Compacao. Now Compacao on the ball. Superwit Weerbring was in space. Here comes Chiero now to pick it up. 10 to shoot for Thailand. And the shot is no good from Chiero. Thailand shooting 33% from the field here in this one, as we're past the halfway point of the final quarter. Rosello now on the ball. Jelowicz back to Rosello. Rosello, great patient play from Canada, but maybe one pass too many, as Bernard Rosello was open, but decided to pass it to Simon Mazikeep. He couldn't hang on. And Thailand will get the ball. Only Canada's 6th turnover in this contest, as a substitution will come in, as Pongistorn Sitisorn comes in for the first time. And Montep Compacao will take a much-needed break. A fantastic performance from him today has really done the proud nation of Thailand some good. As of all these Thailand players, they've had some fun here in Brazil. Okay, they've lost all their group games, look well on their way to losing this one unless a miracle happens, but they have performed admirably. Great sportsmanship, always a smile on their face. Here is Ward. Offensive foul is called on Rosello. In fact, the offensive foul has been called on Jelowicz. My apologies. That's his first foul. Cameron Jelowicz away from the ball. Six minutes played here in the 4th period. Valachuk Chiero on the ball. Being guarded by Ward, being suffocated by Jeff Ward here. Good help side play there from Sisuwan. Chiero now breaking free, puts up the 2. And it's long, and it's rebounded and collected by Canada. And Ty Milton has the ball, loses it though. Has to get it over the timeline though, and the ball is loose. Thailand want the ball back, and they get it back. 7 turnovers now for Canada. Chiero. And that's a poor pass from Valachuk Chiero, and now Jeff Ward can break free for Canada. 1-on-1, has Jelowicz for support though, and Jelowicz resets. Mazikeep can't hang on. Ball is batted around like a hot potato, and away come Thailand. Chiero on the ball. Matt Wilton will check in momentarily for Canada. Valachuk Chiero. Here is Kompupak. Kompupak misses the shot. And the rebound taken by Jeff Ward. The man currently residing in Vancouver kicks it out to Jelowicz. Jelowicz with freedom of the land inside. (64-20), 2:23 remaining here in this contest. More substitutions coming in for Thailand in just a bit, as Gourmet Thatsoshan will come in for the first time for Thailand. And the bench now being cleared out for the Thai players, as Shot is no good from Sisuwan. Canada now all business. Beautiful play, extra pass, crisp and precise and deadly. And the finish from Jelowicz. Jelowicz now moving on to 6 points, just his third field goal. Canada with 42 points in the paint in this contest to match their 66. As the final 2 minutes now underway in the fourth. Chiero, that pass intended for Thabrashan was not anticipated by the Thai number 15, and away come Canada again. Jelowicz can't hang on to the ball, and the ball will go out of bounds, and it will head to Thailand. 1:27 remaining. Canada will look to compete for 10th and 9th tomorrow. South Africa and Israel await. For Thailand, they will battle for 11th and 12th, still without a win in these World Championships. South Africa and Israel will play later on today to see who will play one of these two teams. A whistle has gone as Velachuk Chiero was fouled by Ty Milton. In fact, he was fouled by Mazzy Keep, my apologies. 2 fouls on Simon Mazzy Keep. And Velachuk Chiero gets the first free throw in Thailand's penultimate game of these World Championships. And they have been great sports. As said, they've enjoyed the experience here in South America. A great learning experience for these guys. They've performed very well on the world stage. Of course, lacking the depth and overall skill set that some of the more established nations have, but they can hold their heads up high. No doubt about it. And the finish inside for Canada by Ty Milton. Final minute of this first crossover game. And Canada will get the victory here to start out the knockout phase. Chiero on the ball. Final minute. And Sitisson was thinking about the shot. Chiero said no. And Chiero put up the shot, hit the back iron, and here comes Ty Milton. Milton still has the ball. Bomthawat for company. Here is Simon Mazzy Keep, puts it in from 7 feet. Well, 2-for-1 opportunities now, as we'll wind down this game. Canada getting the win here today. Ibrahim Odza sublime with 26 points, 6 rebounds and 4 assists, all without a single turnover in this contest. And Canada will just hold the ball now, and that'll do it. Brilliant play from Canada. They bounce back and look to end their tournament on a high. For Thailand, they will play for 11th and 12th, as Amontep Kompakau led the way with a double-double of 14 points and 12 rebounds. But Canada clinical here today. They beat Thailand 70-22 here in our first crossover game on court number 1. Head over to court 2 now. The quarterfinal between Italy and Australia is currently in session. But from here on court 2, I've been John Hobbs, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye for now.